loves, welcome back to another exciting edition of The Grill. I'm your girl Hilda Elias and I am glad to see you. Hope you all are glad to see me too. I've missed you all. How you're doing, what's going on, what's popping. Hope you and your loved ones are doing well because I'll be glad to hear that. I'll also be very glad if you can show your girl some love by subscribing. Just hit the subscribe button if you want to keep seeing more of me. Well, today guys, we're going to be talking about depression and suicide. Don't forget you're watching The Grill, where we talk about everything hot and popping, from politics to pop culture, entertainment, everything. Now before we go on to our topic for today on The Grill, let us check out some top news. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority has condemned the murder of an officer of the agency, Obasu Shegun Godwin, and the assault on another officer, Adeniyi Hakim, by a commercial bus driver and others at Anthony area of Lagos State. General Manager of the agency, Olajide Oduoye, in a statement on Thursday said Godwin Obasu and Adeniyi Hakim were attacked by machetes and other dangerous weapons by the driver of a commercial bus with registration number FKJ 452YC, plying Bariga to Oshodi via the Ikorodu Road axis in cohort with some other drivers, after his vehicle was apprehended for contravening the traffic law of the state. According to him, the sad fact about the whole saga was that the two officers were in Mufti and on their way home, having completed their morning shift and closed for the day before the recalcitrant commercial bus drivers went berserk, seeking any last-mile officers to attack for carrying out their statutory duties. While Obasu died as a result of deep wounds, Hakim, who was assaulted to a state of coma, is currently undergoing treatment at the hospital. Oduoye further stated that some senior officers who were also in Mufti and around the area were lucky to escape the mob attack. The general manager warned all cultists doubling as commercial drivers that any traffic violation or infraction should be penalized or as enacted by the Lagos State House of Assembly. 7 of the culprits have been caught and handed over to the police, while the driver of the bus and others are still at large. The last-mile boss assured that the police would conduct a proper investigation and those found guilty will be made to face the full wrath of the law. The Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics on Friday threatened to embark on strike from April 6 over unresolved issues with the federal government and some state governments. In a communique issued at the end of its 99th National Executive Council meeting in Katsina and signed by the President, Mr. Anderson Ezeibe, ASUP said the decision was to draw the government's attention to the need to release the 10 months arrears of the new minimum wage owed its members in federal polytechnics across the country. The union also urged some state governments to pay up arrears of the new minimum wage owed polytechnics lecturers in their states. ASUP demanded the release of salaries owed its members in Abia, Ogun, Osun, Benue, Plateau, Edo and Cross River, as well as the full payment of members' salaries in Sokoto, Kaduna, Adamawa and others. The union appealed to the government to withdraw the letter containing claims of pay-as-you-earn tax liabilities in 19 federal polytechnics. It also urged Kano and Kaduna governments to implement the 65 years retirement age for academic staff in tertiary institutions in their states. Celebrity chef and Davido's baby mama Chioma Rowland has set tongues wagging on social media after she was spotted dancing in a video that has now gone viral. In the video, which has caused massive social media reactions, the mother of one was seen busting moves to Essence, a song from Wizkid's Made in Lagos album. Chioma was clearly having a good time in the video as she was spotted with another male friend. While it is not entirely strange that the celebrity chef is listening to Wizkid's song, social media users could not help but mention that it comes at a time when she's allegedly having relationship troubles with Davido. Depression is classified as a mood disorder, often described as feelings of sadness, loss, or anger that interfere with a person's everyday activities. People experience depression in different ways. It may interfere with your daily work, resulting in lost time and lower productivity. It can also influence relationships and some chronic health conditions like arthritis, asthma, cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes, and obesity. There's no single cause of depression. It can occur for a variety of reasons and it has many different triggers. For some people, an upsetting or stressful life event such as bereavement, divorce, illness, redundancy and joblessness or financial issues can be the cause. The most tragic thing about depression is that it often leads to suicide. Suicide is the second leading cause of death in young people. A major cause of suicide is mental illness, very commonly depression. People feeling suicidal are overwhelmed by painful emotions and see death as the only way out, losing sight of the fact that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary state. Suicidal people can often be helped. When the risk is high, concerned friends and relatives should seek professional guidance. A sudden lift in spirits in a depressed person can be a warning sign that they are planning to kill themselves. Any level of suicidal thinking should be taken seriously. Now, people react to depression in different ways. For some people, it is written all over their faces, while for others, it's not until you get very close to them. There's this case of a lady who's always cheerful, wearing a smile, full of life. And before I knew it, I heard she committed suicide. What? What drove her to it? Depression, they said. But she never looked depressed for one day. That's one part of the problem. Not everyone has the courage to open up. Sometimes even when some people open up, they are either not taking serious or major stuff. Sometime last week, Twitter online community was filled with the story of an online influencer known as Tunde, who had committed suicide a day after he tweeted that he was in dire need of money. Let's go see how some Twitter fellas reacted to this. Fejiro Warri-based chef says, no offense bar, but people are quite hypocritical. Dude killed himself because he needed money. I'm sure he has guys who could wrap up 100 to 200k for him or his close followers, but no. It's now that he's dead they are saying Tunde no. No what exactly? Do better, I beg. Wise Baba says, depression is real, talk to someone. Aqua Lady says, Tunde took his life out of depression. Only God knows how long he has been trying to hold up. For a young man like him to fight and give up means he's been holding up for a long time. We always tell men to speak up, but the question is, when they speak up, who would listen? Ayo the First says, Nigerians, don't talk to me if it's not business related. Someone dies of depression or commits suicide. Nigerians, yeah, he should have talked to someone. TK says, lots of people are going through what Tunde went through. Some people went through worse and came out strong. Suicide is never an option, so let's condemn the act and not create excuses for it. R.I.P. Tunde. Dr. Pam Pam says, going through Tunde's deal, while he was in need badly, he was still praying and encouraging other people in the same situation. Rest well, Tunde. Mr. Marshall says, honestly, for a guy to survive this period, he needs to be able to open up to either his parents, his friends, or his woman. Sadly, nobody listens until they can't take it anymore and go. R.I.P. Tunde. Unuamaru Kamsiri Kwado says, a lot of guys are going through hell. Dear men, it is your responsibility to check up on your male friends and acquaintances. It's not only women that you check up on. Men, also make things easier by opening up to your friends. My table. Suicide is never an option. R.I.P. Tunde. Dr. Dane says guys on Twitter need to start uplifting fellow guys, to be honest. A guy could tweet, I need a new phone. This one can't do my job properly enough anymore, and no one will bat an eyelid. A lady tweets, I need a new phone to take more peng pictures. The next day, she gets a new phone from Anonymous, and Anonymous is almost always a man. Uwanwoke is Sika Makachi. That is, a guy's world is tough. Let's help out our fellow guys, I beg. Lola Okurin says, some people are financially depressed, but once they go under giveaway tweets to get something, anyway, mankwe woni bambiala, meaning you lunatics will call them beggars. You are killing people indirectly. Very tragic story right there. Remember, Tunde is just one of the thousands of people who gave into depression by committing suicide. There's still a lot more out there, dangling on the thin line. Together, guys, I believe we can help the depressed by listening to them or talking to them first. Sometimes that helps them open up. Helping them find support, like encouraging them to go for therapy. Sometimes a person may not be aware that they are dealing with depression, or they may be unsure of how to reach out for support. Supporting them in continuing therapy, that is also very important. Helping them financially. If you're in a position to help, please do not shut your eyes or your ears to them. Help, please. Encouraging them not to lose hope or faith. hanging out with them, inviting them to social events, places of worship, fun places, and lots more. And if you're going through depression, please don't stay silent. Suicide is also not the way out. Please summon courage and talk to someone you know you can trust. Life is tough, I know, but together we shall surely overcome. Well, guys, depression is real. I want you all to know that depression is real. I know there are lots of people who just love being naughty or perhaps throwing jokes or just looking for a way to scam people through the internet or everything, but depression is real. Not everything is a joke, not everything is a scam. So please, guys, I want to beg you all, be nice to people. Check up on people once in a while. Ordinary hello can go a long way, can change someone's life for good. You might not really know. Just an ordinary hi. It might not just really be all about money. Just show some love to people. We need to really stop depression that leads to suicide. Even when depression doesn't lead to suicide, it's still dangerous. It damages the mental health of people. So please, guys, reach out to people once in a while. That friend you haven't heard of in a long time, reach out to him or her. That person or church member or someone or neighbor or anyone you sometimes hang out with, you notice is a bit withdrawn. Try to get close and know why. I know some people can be withdrawn, some people can be secretive, but all the same, still try and make an attempt. And please, if you know you're going through depression in one way or the other, I'm begging you, don't keep quiet. Reach out. Some people can be nasty, I know that. Some people might not want to listen to you, but don't give up. Committing suicide is simply giving up, and giving up is not the way. Suicide is not the way at all. Regardless of what you're going through, find someone you know you can trust, someone you know who wouldn't mock you or make fun of you, be it a family member, your mentor, your pastor, or your imam, your good friend, your man, your woman. Just find someone to talk to. Please do not go down the road of depression and suicide. It is never the way out. That doesn't solve a problem, I tell you. Alright, guys, that's all for today on The Grill. I'm hoping to see you next time. Please, please, please subscribe, like, and share this to your friends, your loved ones. Tell them to subscribe too. Please show a girl some love. Until I come your way next time, I remain Hilda Elias. Take care.